You have been challenged. You will go to Turkey.
I'm his girlfriend now.
There you will be given 5 tasks. Should you fail one of these tasks, we will make you do something really horrid. The more you fail, the more unpleasant it will become. You have 5 days. Get going.
Istanbul Airport. To prepare myself for the challenges they're going to be throwing at me over the next few days, I gave myself a task of my own on the flight over. Decided to strap my sandwiches to my body, a bit like in the film Midnight Express, making them look like 10 kilos of uncut heroin. But it's all right, they're actually just cheese and tomato, a substance which is unlikely to earn me 15 years of hardcore sodomy in one of the country's exciting penal institutions. And now I'm off to meet my fixer.
First I got a bus into Istanbul where we'd arranged to meet. Her name was Somna, and she was carrying the envelope containing my first challenge. What could Turkey throw at me?
Challenge 1. Win a fight with an oiled wrestler.
Somna got on the case. To find some wrestlers, we'd have to drive up to the Bulgarian border, about 4 hours away. I'm sure the views of the countryside were stunning, but I'm not Michael Palin, so I decided to fall asleep instead of telling you all about them. God knows, one feels pretty much the same as another as far as I'm concerned. The next morning we were bundled into a van with several extremely muscular Muslims. They were going to kit me out and teach me the rules, ready for my big fight. I don't speak much Turkish, but by the time we'd got to the compound, I'd learned that they were called Steel, the Merciless and the Optimist. For my own wrestling nickname, I chose the Hopelessly Plump.
Okay, are those my trousers?
Fortunately, they seemed very friendly. Actually, a little too friendly.
The oil. I know that. Anyone's ever seen Midnight Express? I'm in the shower being oiled by a very large Turk. Yeah.
The first problem was fitting into a pair of traditional leather trousers, tighter than one of Britney Spears' catsuits. I wonder whether she uses the same technique to get them on.
Come on, get up. Get up. I got all that.
This has to be the most unpleasant sporting preparation I've ever done.
Their games kit may not be up to much, but these guys are part of the oldest sporting organisation in the world.
I wasn't expecting a homoerotic fantasy. Look at the Optimist. Optimist. Say hello to British girls. Hello. You too could be oiling the Optimist, ladies. Just ring our competition line. Calls only cost about 10 quid to my house.
Unlike Western wrestling, these men battle it out in the fields, no matter what the weather.
Is it enter the dragon or send in the clowns? I wonder. I've already broken my flip-flop twice.
Funnily enough, I was feeling quite confident. With my portly physique and low centre of gravity, this was one sport I reckoned I was well suited to.
No worries. I'll go, Merciless. I'm his girlfriend now.
Our octogenarian band kicked off with their latest hit. Apparently you can't have oiled wrestling without music. They provide a soundtrack and set the pace for the fighting. Meanwhile, I just tried to do what everyone else was doing. Oiled wrestling is Turkey's most respected sport. Believed to have begun in 3000 BC, it still attracts huge crowds. Not when I'm doing it, however. It all seemed quite friendly, really. Then the band gave a signal and everybody started fighting. I carefully watched and tried to work out which one of them would be easiest to beat. Knowing the rules might help, of course.
Okay, this is how you win. It's basically you touch the shoulders of your opponent on the ground. There! That's out. He loses. Merciless wins. Merciless the winner. Okay.
Steel and the Merciless taught me some moves, many of which seem to involve placing a worryingly well-oiled fist near your opponent's anus. As my ring piece was super glued tight with fear, maybe I can actually pass this challenge. After all, I only had to win one fight. Check it out, ladies. British beef.
It doesn't look that athletic, but you can't get a grip except by putting your hand around his knob. Really, it's like wrestling with a bull. Incredibly strong upper body strength.
And then, without warning, my fight had started.
And also the ring is oh, he's got his hand in it. Ah!
Merciless lived up to his name as he suspended me by my Christmas crackers.
Turkish for stop! Spat on your legs. Ow! Ow! Stop! 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 What's the... Stop! Tell this fucking giant to stop! Stop! Yes! Really hurt. They squeeze the trousers so you can't breathe. They put their hand down and tighten it around your guts. And then they just sit on you. It's like having an elephant take a jump on your head. Oh, fuck.
I went back to the showers to lick my wounds. I'd failed my very first challenge, so I'd get a forfeit. But the penalty was worse the more I failed. I was desperate to pass the other 4 challenges.
I think I've just found out the worst thing about Turkish wrestling. It takes so much soap to get all the oil off you that you have to have a shower buddy. Mine was the Optimist, who leant me against the wall, assuming the position. Gave me a thorough scrotal soaping. I did manage not to get wood though, which I think socially would have been unwise.
Challenge 2. Perform the rite of spring.